There, Rebecca here, your vibe mentor. Welcome. Have you ever questioned your worth? Have you wondered if you truly deserve the good things in life? Have you felt that crushing weight of the belief that you have to earn your deservingness? Then it's likely that you have the belief that you don't deserve it. But what if I told you that you already deserve everything? Wonderful, good things in your life, and there's nothing that you need to do to prove it. What if I told you you can't earn it? You have to truly believe, though. That's the problem. We can't just say it. We have to fully embody the belief. So if you're not sure how, I'm going to show you how today. So let's get going. We're going to shatter this belief. We are going to remove this toxic limiting belief that you don't deserve it and open up the door to a world where your deservingness is known and it knows no bounds. So get ready. We're going to transform your perspective and unlock the life that you truly deserve, because we're about to open the door and open you up to the power of unshakable self-worth and the incredible truth that you deserve it. So bear with me for a second here, but close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world where you wake up every single day feeling like the possibilities are endless and you don't have that weight of having to work hard. It's lifted from your shoulders. In this world, you are free to chase your dreams, to embrace your passions, to follow your purpose, and to savor every moment of life without a single care in the world. Now, what if I told you that this world is not a distant fantasy? It is your birthright, and it is delicious. Doesn't that feel amazing? Feel in your body how that feels right now. That's the resonance of truth, the excitement. Your stomach might turn over. You might get butterflies. You feel tingly and amazing. This life is possible for you, I promise, and I can show you how today. So many of us struggle to believe that it's possible. And so, of course, that yeah, but's going to come up, right? It's no surprise that we have these beliefs because for generations, hard work has been praised. And we were told that working hard will lead to a better job and more opportunities and higher income and an improved quality of life. For generations, they have told us this. Our society has taught us that hustle and grind and rushing and being busy is somehow a badge of honor. We have glorified stress and overworking, and it's normal to need a vacation after your vacation. What's up with that? But for those of us who are awake, we know that life is not supposed to be that way. That is not how we're meant to live, right? We know that the way the world is currently operating is unsustainable. And yet many still struggle with the tendency to work hard and overwork, even though we know it, right? We still push hard to make things happen, to prove our goals are valuable. We choose a life purpose because it's noble or justified. We struggle with the unconscious belief that we have to earn the reward. Now, we may even know in our intelligent brain that we can accomplish more through stillness and inspired action, and yet our subconscious brain still convinces us that we need to rush or to push, or there's some reason to feel activated, right? But the good news is the world is starting to wake up to this new belief and this new way of life, right? There is a growing awareness that we deserve to relax. We deserve to slow down. We deserve time to breathe. We deserve good things, even if we haven't broken our backs to earn it, right? There is evidence that we need a slower pace of life, a more balanced approach to life, and certainly a reduction in stress. People are waking up to the fact that we have to optimize our mental health and feel a sense of accomplishment at the same time. And it's possible. We're seeing more options to work remotely since the pandemic, and that has led to a little bit of a better work-life balance. We're moving in the right direction. We're just not quite there yet, right? The popularity of mindfulness and meditation and yoga, other wellness practices have surged. People are increasingly adopting sustainable and eco-friendly lifestyles, and we're reducing waste and eating locally and seasonally. This is all relatively new. So you can see the trend of where we're going, right? All of this points to the fact that we need to go back to nature and align with our natural cycles again, right? Even grounding and forest bathing is rising in popularity. So, best of all, most importantly, mental health awareness is growing and there is less stigma around getting help, right? People are starting to realize that true productivity requires mental health and well-being. They even have meditation rooms at Google. This tells us people know, and it's growing, right? The growing rate of depression and anxiety and suicide also suggests that humanity has to find something soon, that we have to progress more quickly towards this better way of life. And we have to have a more balanced approach. And all of this connects with our belief in our deservingness. The way we live our lives points to what we believe we deserve. Another perfect example of how things are shifting and changing is Gary Vaynerchuk. He was the biggest proponent of hustle and grind culture, right? He's going to outwork everybody. And now he promotes empathy and kindness instead. He doesn't talk about hustle and grind anymore. Ariana Huffington of the Huffington Post is another perfect example. She was very prominent in her advocacy for hustle culture, right? And then she had a burnout and then eventually started another company to help people reduce their stress and improve their well-being. So no longer does this pervasive belief and suggestion that you have to work hard to earn or to deserve, no longer is that the case. And so what we want to recognize is the fact that this is a program that was instilled in us. The world has changed, but have we removed this program? Even wealthy people know that you don't work for money. You make money work for you. We don't work harder. We work smarter. And so all of this, again, points to deservingness, right? We can know these things, but if we don't believe we deserve it in our subconscious brain, we're going to struggle. The world is changing and more people are waking up to this fact. And so now it's up to us to do the work to reprogram. And that's the tricky part, because our intelligent brain knows that hustle and grind is wrong. And yet the subconscious brain has been programmed with struggle, right? That I don't deserve it, or I have to prove my value and worth. I have to earn it. I have to work hard, right? If we didn't feel safe, seen, heard, cared for, or loved in our childhood, in a toxic relationship, or maybe if you were in the military, you might have adopted that program, which is known in psychology as hypervigilance. It also connects with low self-esteem, your deservingness, right? And a belief that we have to work hard to earn what we desire comes along with all of that. All too often, we are trying to outrun or outwork our fear of not being enough, not deserving. We are listening to the voice of the abuser, or I like to call it the voice of trauma, right? Their inability, our parents or those people who were supposed to love us, their inability to treat us right sent the wrong message. It sent the message that we're not good enough, that we don't deserve. And therefore, if we don't deserve anything good, we're not going to allow that to come into our life. Cognitive bias is a real thing. We have to prove to ourselves consistently that our beliefs are correct, right? So it can be very subtle and sneaky, because these beliefs live in our blind spot and they hide in our subconscious. So those sneaky little moments of trauma that happened when maybe somebody just looked at you funny, that's the difficulty of complex trauma. It can be very minor. Anybody who just criticizes your efforts, it leaves an open trauma loop in your body and in your subconscious. So we want to step out of the hustle and grind culture, but we also have to step into the embodied belief that it is safe to relax. It is safe to let go. It is your natural birthright. The divine did not make you to be a slave and to have to work your entire life until it's time to retire, at which point you're too exhausted. No, you have a purpose. You are here for a reason. And your job is to be in stillness and be calm so that you can be, it's in your rest and digest, healing, growth, and repair, calm, parasympathetic nervous system state that you receive the guidance. The divine has called us to be at rest, so that we can receive what Source wants to give us. The divine needs us to be still so that we can connect and receive the guidance and the inspired action that's going to lead us towards our purpose. So we have to learn to work with the body, reprogram the subconscious, leverage the natural healing abilities of the body to heal and release so that we can embody the belief that we have a right, that we deserve. It's our birthright. We don't want to have to prove our value and worth anymore. We need to get rid of that. We do that through somatic healing therapies like trauma spotting. It is necessary to embody the belief. What that means is, do you feel that belief as true in your body? Right? And if you don't, that's where the somatic healing therapies come in, because we remove the old belief out of the body. We install the new belief in the body, and therefore the subconscious brain. We replace that old belief of not deserving with the belief that I do deserve and I can experience a beautiful life from a place of rest. We need to release the trauma from our body that causes us to forget we are a child of the Creator, God's most favored creation. We are inherently deserving simply because we breathe. Now, unfortunately, if we try to step into a life of ease with unhealed trauma, the subconscious program of hypervigilance will still lead us down the path of, I don't believe I deserve it, right? I have to work hard. It will keep coming back. As soon as you go unconscious, you are in your subconscious, those old programs come back into play. And that's why we struggle to fully let go of these old habits and patterns, because we have those trauma loops still open in our body. We keep reverting back to the old habits and patterns of rushing and pushing and taking on too much and overworking to have to prove that we have done enough just to earn rest. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we are trying to prove that we are enough, and we will continue to try to outrun and outwork the belief that we are not enough until we remove it from our body. Now, we'll continue to struggle to manifest our dreams and our goals and desires, because did you know you don't manifest what you desire, you manifest what you think you deserve, right? We will continue to struggle if we don't remove this from our body, and we will continue to suffer and we will remain stuck. And just like with the 100th monkey effect, if we continue to do this, we are contributing to the collective illness. Far too many heart-centered beings are held back by unhealed wounds, the hidden seeker, right? The world is suffering, and it's time for us to unite humanity to fight against the epidemic of unhealed trauma, to eradicate this belief that we don't deserve unless we earn. Healing doesn't just help you, it helps the collective. As we heal ourselves, we rise everyone. Right? The tide rises all boats. This is why it's our job to go after those pesky traumas and subconscious beliefs to leverage the natural healing abilities of the body. We have to reprogram our subconscious beliefs with somatic healing therapies like trauma spotting, so that you can finally step into your purpose and take your power back. This is how we become the powerful creators we were made to be. And this is how we create heaven on earth. So, if you're ready, contact me for one-on-one trauma spotting sessions, or you can jump into the Vibe Tribe community. I'm going live in just a couple hours. We do trauma spotting on Fridays at 12:30 Central Time. I've got every price point available to you. There is nothing holding you back from this. I promise you, it will be amazing and it will be life-changing. All right, with that, I must go. I love you, my friends, and I will see you on the next video. Namaste.